Go. All right. So welcome everybody. Tuesday, January 31st. Almost made it through the first month already of 2023. Can't believe that. Time just keeps going. It's brutal, but it's okay. So today we're going to talk about MyVRSpot. We tried last week, but I had serious Zoom issues, and then I had even more issues, and I couldn't even repost the video. So we'll just try it again fresh. And if you have questions, stop me at any point. I will do my best to watch the chat, but don't hesitate to unmute yourself and let's see, share sound, optimize for video. And yes, you're seeing my screen. Thumbs up if you are. My slides coming through.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks for the thumbs up there. Okie dokie. So always like to start off with, first introduction. Hi, I'm Clint. Good to see y'all. But I always like to start off with why. Why is this important? Why is this a valuable tool for you to take some time to try to learn? MyVRSpot and why did SEDC purchase it for the entire region? And I think that's a good question. It's valuable enough that we thought, and it's economical enough that it was worth our time and effort to purchase it for the region, because it really is kind of a Swiss Army knife for video, creating video, curating, sharing videos, and other educational media. It doesn't just have to be videos. And you also get some simple analytics. How many times a video has been viewed. If we don't have like all the bells and whistles because we don't have accounts for our students, but that's another, it's okay. But at least some basic analytics, just some data. Are students watching my things, which is nice to have. So, and it really does potentially replace a bunch of different tools that you may be using already. SEDC has purchased it for the 6 districts and charters in our region through the end of this school year. Our board is looking at it and trying to justify the cost to pay for it for the entire region for another year. So if you find that you love it and are using it a lot, let me know so I can pass that on to our board and maybe we can pick that up. But it's economical enough that your tech directors have said, it's probably worth what it can do, at least like the basic stuff that it can do for us to pay for it if that cost comes down to the districts. And it really is economical. You get unlimited. I'll talk about what you get with it, but it's only $10 per teacher per year. Normally when we're doing software contracts and licenses and stuff, they want to know how many students we have and, K through 12, and not all of them are going to use it. Anyway, I don't want to get into all the politics of it, but they're just saying how many teachers you have, and it's $10 per year, not per month. So it really is economical for a tool for what it does. And so what are the best features? The A+ #1 top feature, I skipped right over it, is YouTube videos. So what it can do is you can take your YouTube videos that you show in class, you put in Canvas, anything else, you can put them into your MyVRSpot library just with a link. You just take the link from YouTube, and I'll show you how to do it. Add it to your MyVRSpot library, and then you can easily embed it into Canvas, use it in Google Classroom. And when you do that, it takes away all of the pre-roll ads. So the Verbo ads that we've all seen 1,000 times, and we can't wait to hit that skip ads button. And sometimes the class is disrupted enough right there that, it's hard to get them back and focused again. All of the recommended videos at the end of a video that show are gone. All of the YouTube branding, all the comments, all of the other stuff is gone. It's just the content. Again, it works real easily with Canvas and Google Classroom. And again, you can see how many times the video has been viewed and how long the average watch time is. There's a lot of other things that it can do, but just that alone might be worth your time and your tech directors think so, that it's worth that $10 per teacher per year for that service, for that utility. But there's some other things that it can do, and I'll just briefly go through these. We'll dig into these a little bit more next week. But you do get unlimited storage for videos. That used to be the case with Google Drive, but come July 1st, they're going to start putting limits on districts and how much storage we have available to us. It's still a whole lot of storage, and I don't think anyone's going to run out, but there is no longer unlimited storage. There are simple recording tools, so to record your webcam instead of cell phone or using tools like Loom or Canvas Media Recorder, Zoom, or other tools that people use to record what we're doing right here, this camera, to record for your students. There's a screencasting tool, so if you're using Screencastify, Screencast-O-Matic, Zoom, Loom, those things, it can do that. And just even simple audio clips. So if you wanted to speak out the instructions for your little kids instead of trying to do that on your phone or other little apps and try to get it into a slideshow or in a Canvas, you can just go into MyVRSpot, click record audio, record what you need, and then download that to put in whatever you need it to do. So one-stop shop for those tools as well. Simple video editing. Whenever you add a video to your MyVRSpot library, you can trim the end. So if you just wanted to show like a little important, 2 minutes of a 10-minute video, you can do that in MyVRSpot. And then there's some other tools where you can do some simple graphics and images and create some school templates. There are other tools that do that a whole lot better, but they're there. So I made this little diagram quickly when I first started training on this, of all the different tools that you could be using that MyVRSpot really can do for you. Photoshop and Google Slides and drawings and Canva and Express, YouTube Studio, Premiere, Rush, which is a video editing tool, all the audio recording, Zoom, things like that. Really, MyVRSpot does a good enough job for a lot of these things. It's not the best tool in every circumstance, but it'll certainly do what most people need it to do. So I've been speaking enough. Any questions before I move on and give you a little workflow? So I could take a video from YouTube, put it into MyVRSpot, and then put it into a Canvas assignment and show you how that works. So if there are no other questions, I don't see any people unmuting or anything, and no hands. So I will be quiet and take a nice drink while you guys give you a chance to speak up. All right, uncomfortable silence has passed. So let's take this video right here. It's a TED Ed video. It's great content. But if I choose to watch it on YouTube, what do I get?
When
First,
the
open it
stakes
up.
are high at work, your tone
There's
matters.
an ad
Grammarly's
for
advanced
something. I
tone
don't know what it
suggestions
is.
can help. Because when you
Grammarly,
write
of
with
course.
just the right
Then I
color,
skip ads, and then I get the TED ad and all this good stuff. So, and if I only really wanted to show just a piece of that, I'd have to come down here to share and get a link and say start the video at the time I wanted to start at and all that stuff. But otherwise, I just need the link to the video, or I can copy it up there. Head to MyVRSpot, and you all should have a login. It's live.myvrspot.com. And I can drop that into the, do I have that? I don't. I will make sure I have that link for you before I share it in Midas with you. But it's just live.myvrspot.com. You should be able to use your district Google button, click the Google button and then log in with your district Google stuff to get to your dashboard. And I've already built a bunch of folders and things like that to kind of organize all the media that I collect and that I've been using. But let's say I'm teaching in K and I want to put a video in Canvas. So I've just got a folder here that has Kane videos, and I want to choose upload to folder. And it's going to say you can drag and drop your video files right there. Or if you have a YouTube or video link, OneDrive,
Clint?
Google Drive. Yes, ma'am.
All I can see is just your main screen where it says Tuesday Tech Talks. Is that what you have up, or are you showing us a
See, that's what
website?
Zoom was doing to me the other day. I apologize. Let me change and share my screen again. Thank you for mentioning that. And share. So now you're seeing upload media.
Yeah.
Okay. And you see my mouse moving around a little bit. So let me know if that stops working. So I click there to upload, paste my link in, and yeah, it's only showing that initial screen, isn't it? Oh, lovely Zoom. I don't know what's going on with it. Let's see. Let me stop my presentation. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. Or switch back to this, escape. Stop share. And I don't want to have to do this every time either, but I may have to get on my right screen here. And all right, share screen. Here we go, share it. Okay, so upload media link, just pasted in that link, clicked upload. There we go. And now hopefully it'll come through. And it's still just showing that same old, or is it? Well, I'll stop share and start it again. I apologize. I really don't know what's going on with Zoom. I'll share my whole screen. Hopefully that'll work. So let's see if that'll hold up for a while. So now once I've uploaded it, it asks me for more information. I can change the title of it. I can put in my own description. I can change the thumbnail. It just pulls in the one that YouTube is using if I want. And then there's some advanced settings, and once I have it uploaded, I can upload another item, or once I say update the media item, and I go back through and edit it and change the edit points. But basically now it's in my library, right? What causes headaches, and I can view it from here. And again, it won't show any of the other ads or anything else like that. So now I go to Canvas, and hopefully it looks like you're still seeing my screen. Yeah. Still seeing Canvas. If you're nodding yes, I can't see anybody. You have to tell me because I'm sharing my whole screen now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Perfect. Okay, thanks. So now I'm in Canvas. I'm going to make a new assignment, and we'll call this headaches, or whatever I want to call it. And, whatever you want to do it. I don't have to put anything. If it's just the video I want to share, if there's some instructions, watch the video and share one paragraph summary. Okay. So now under my video, my media tools here, hit that little drop down there, and MyVRSpot should be an option. If it's not in that little drop down, you can click on view all, and you'll get a whole list of it here, and just scroll on down to MyVRSpot. The first time you choose this, you'll have to log in, connect your Canvas and your MyVRSpot account, but I saved that video in Cane Videos. Hit that to open it. Click select there on what causes headaches. And there we go. Let me just drop that in. And now I've got that nice video just with a couple of button clicks into a Canvas assignment. I'll give it a due date. It's due Friday. It's due tomorrow. We'll say that. Oh, it's due tonight. It's the end of the month. We got to get that in. And then save and publish. And there we go. And there's the video when I hit play.
As an example,
Videos
headaches
there.
is
I've got,
focused on more severe.
MyVRSpot's tools here and not YouTube's, but there was no pre-roll ad. There's an embedded Audible ad.
Download an audio
um,
version of this book for free at audible.com/TEDEd. Every free trial created encourages Audible to continue supporting TEDEd's nonprofit mission.
But then when we get to the end, there's no related videos or anything else like that. There's no comments or anything else like that. So that's how that part works. It's really pretty slick. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and maybe just share any questions on that? Just take the video from YouTube, MyVRSpot, upload it, and then from there you can do it all in Canvas. So just in a page or anywhere you have a rich text editor. Yeah.
Can you cut it, trim it?
Yeah, let me show that. So
Okay.
go back and share my whole screen there because apparently that's the only way that that's working. All right. And so now that I'm back in MyVRSpot, I'm in the full video information here. And then on down below, there's discussion. Let's see, I need to hit the pencil here. Edit this video. And now I can come on down, give a different description. Is it under advanced settings? There we go. So when should the playback start? Value in seconds. So I preview it, make sure I want it to start or use current playhead time. Wherever it is right now is where I would start it. Or I could put in a time code like 2:23. Whoops, it didn't take my colon there. Doesn't want that. Oh, it's just in seconds. Value 222 and then end at 300. Whoops. And so now I'm going to update that. And now when I hit play, it should
Is
start.
focused on more severe
middle of it.
primary headaches. Migraines are recurring headaches which
And then would end after however many seconds I've got there. So you can go through and preview it. So say I wanted to start like right about there. So you just come down, edit attributes. And on this advanced, use current playhead time, which was, see, it didn't even find that. Use current time, whatever was that. Anyway, just find those seconds, drop those in, and it will then hit save. So it's not like trimming it, cutting it out, but you can just say when it's gonna start playing and when it's gonna stop playing. Good question. Yep. All right. Any other questions? I see something in the chat there, just telling me they couldn't see my window. Okay. So let's go back and continue sharing the screen with my slides. And we'll just work through them here. And I will share the link to the slide deck. Is it showing this now? No, it's still not showing the video. I don't know what Zoom is doing. I apologize. Share my screen. There it is. Oh, whoops, share my entire desktop. There we go, share. Okay, now we're on that slide. Again, I will share all the slide decks with you and all the stuff I'm showing you. I've got instructions and walkthrough videos on how to add it into Canvas, how to add it to Google Classroom if you're a classroom user. And then the other recording tools, literally just go into MyVRSpot and say, record screen, record webcam, and it'll just record it, drop it into your library. But there's the link to the instructions and walk through how to make folders. And I'll get into more of that kind of stuff next week. So that's kind of the killer features for MyVRSpot, this getting rid of all the YouTube junk. We've actually had Iron County turn off YouTube for middle school grades and below, and encouraging all their teachers to if they want to use YouTube videos to use them to use MyVRSpot to do it. So, and it really helps with if you're in a district where you've got a different email domain for your students and for your teachers. I know Garfield does, Kane does. You'd have to go log into the student domain with an account, approve the videos there so that they could be viewed in Canvas. And this avoids all of that approval and logins and stuff like that. So any other questions on that before I kind of review some other things that are coming up and turn you guys loose?
I got a question here.
Okay.
How much storage do we have, or do we store it? I didn't
Unlimited.
even notice you stored it.
So the YouTube videos that you don't really, it's not
Sure.
really counting against storage that way, but if you recorded your own video and wanted to have a place to have it to share and embed and do everything else, you have unlimited storage. That's what they're telling us.
Oh, wow.
Per account,
Unlimited
you've got, yeah,
storage
unlimited.
in our MyVRSpot.
Correct.
We have unlimited. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
Wow.
correct.
Great.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And they've got a whole bunch of other tools, and we'll talk more about them next time. But yeah, you've got unlimited space to store and do that kind of stuff. So in the questionnaire I sent out start of the year, folks mentioned they might want to have a choice board to work on if they wanted to have their own things. The one that I have for January, and you're welcome to continue working on it, is this Google Workspace for Education choice board. It looks a whole lot like this. And if you want to learn more about Google Forms or Google Earth, Google Drawings, I click on Google Drawings, gives me a couple links on what it does, some different bits of information, and then opportunities to explore, make a flyer, design an infographic, a poster, comic strip, stuff like that. Hit the X, takes me back to the other topics, and I can learn more about any of those other bits of Google that you might be curious about. And if you do one of those, just send me an email and let me know what you learned, and I'll give you Midas points for that time and that work. Next month, we've got MyVRSpot again on the 7th, going a little deeper about creating and organizing your media in folders, and then what showcases are and what you can do with them. They're pretty cool. It's like creating your own video library and having it available in Canvas anytime you want. On the 14th, Chris will be here and she'll cover eMedia. We've got new math and seed science hubs with all kinds of resources available to teachers there. On the 21st, we'll dig a little bit deeper. We're going to do one of these Google Level 1 Educator kind of deep dives each month for the end of the year. And we'll do a little deep dive on Google Drive on the 21st. And then on the 28th, you may have heard of ChatGPT in the news recently and artificial intelligence. And we'll kind of talk about the pros and cons of that and how you could use it constructively and for good teaching in your classroom. Again, we meet here at the Zoom link every week, Zoom4TTT, bit.ly. And if you want to go back and watch any of our videos, they're on my YouTube playlist there at bit.ly/SEDC T in caps archive to get to the video there. USET is coming together. It's March 14th and 15th. The schedule is live and the link to it is there. Early bird registration ends today. So if you are thinking about going to the conference, if you can get registered today, you can save 20 or 30 bucks on your registration price. We'd love to see you there. If that doesn't work for you, we've got an Ed Camp coming up this Saturday in St. George. It is absolutely free. We'll have lots of good food and drinks and a great unconference, which means that we build the schedule with the topics and interests of the people who are there on the day. And that's going to happen at Desert Hills Middle School on Saturday. Lots of good food and swag and things like that. And I'll share the registration link for you there. And just a couple of reminders. Each week there's a Tuesday Tech Talk, each Wednesday there's a Twitter chat, UT Ed chat. Happens every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. on Twitter. This week's topic, I don't think I changed it from last week. I apologize. This week's topic is DTL Leadership by Action, Not by Title, from Ian Davey. He's a great leader in Ogden School District. He'll be leading the chat tomorrow. We appreciate that. And then again, some more anytime, anywhere learning. The UEN Homeroom podcast is a great source for that. And so let me make sure you guys can get into the role. Let me copy the role link. I will stop sharing my screen. I will drop this in the chat for you, which I just closed. Here's the role for you. So any questions? We got 5 minutes left for you to try to stump me with anything you got. It's probably an easy thing to do. I've been kind of struggling as of late with my technology. I've got a cool little planetarium over here that I've tried to get working today and had some issues with that. So I'll stop talking and see if you guys have any questions. Stop filling the silence.
Everything always goes wrong when you're trying to share it with other people.
See, and what I know is that I love you guys, love to watch, somebody that they get paid to do technology for a living. You love watching us crash and burn. Just to, it happens to us
it's
just
great
all the time too.
We love it. Thanks, so Clint. This looks like it'll be great stuff.
Yeah, it really is a nice tool. So yeah, let me know if, again, we'll dig a little deeper into it next week, and let me know if you have issues trying to get to the site. I promised you I'd put the link to it in there. Let me get, it's live.myvrspot.com. I'll drop that into the chat quickly. And again, once you go there you should have a Google button that will allow you to use your district login, and you should be able to access it without any issues. But if not, shoot me an email and let me know if you can't access it, or if we don't have an account set up for you. So
I already uploaded 2 videos.
that's what we like to hear. Yeah, and do this year with, say again, sorry.
The first one wouldn't upload though.
Uh-oh.
Kind of restriction.
So
or something.
if they've got it marked as private on YouTube, probably won't let you upload it into MyVRSpot.
There was something for some reason they wouldn't upload one, but the other 2
You're not
uploaded.
really like uploading it into MyVRSpot. You're just kind of
Linking it.
providing another path to it. Any other questions? Comments? Okay. I was going to mention this year, if you do like upload a couple of videos or use this with your classes or put a video in Canvas using MyVRSpot, send me a little screencast or a little write-up of what you did, and I'll bump you from a half minus point for just being here with me or watching these. I'll give you another half point for applying what you've learned.
That's awesome.
Shoot me a little proof and I'll bump that up to you. But make sure you fill in the form so I know you were here and I give you minus credit for today. So anything else?
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Clint.
You bet. Sean, thanks for joining us from Boulder in your car. That's great.
This is
And everyone
awesome.
else, we
Thank
appreciate
you.
you taking
As
the time.
always.
Okay.
This is just enough to get started. Thank you.